Hello students, let's quickly go through a short summary. In this chapter, we learn about how new cities and states emerged in ancient India, how political systems evolved, and how society became more complex and connected. After the decline of the Indus/Harappan civilization around 2000 BCE, many cities were abandoned and people mostly went back to village life. For nearly 1,000 years, there were hardly any big cities. Then, in the first millennium BCE, a second urbanization began, especially in the fertile Gangetic plains and nearby regions. New towns and cities grew, trade expanded, and life became more urban again. Small clan-based regions called Janapadas formed first. Each Janapada had a Raja and an assembly of elders called Sabha or Samiti, where important matters were discussed. Over time, some Janapadas merged to become bigger states called Mahajanapadas. There were about 16 Mahajanapadas, such as Magadha, Kosala, Avanti, and others, many with fortified capitals, moats, and guarded gateways. Interestingly, many of these ancient capitals are still major cities today. Most Mahajanapadas were monarchies where the king held the highest power, collected taxes, maintained armies, and built defenses. But a few, like Vaji and Mala, had Ganasangha systems, where assemblies took key decisions and even chose the Raja. These are seen as early republics and some of the world's earliest democratic traditions. This period also saw important innovations. Iron tools and weapons became widespread, helping in large-scale farming and warfare. Coins, especially silver punch-marked coins, began to be used in trade across regions and even with foreign lands. New religious and philosophical ideas from Vedic, Buddhist, and Jain traditions spread through traveling monks, teachers, and pilgrims. Society became more organized, but also more unequal through the Varna Jati system. Varna divided society into four broad groups: Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Jati referred to specific occupational communities like farmers, metal workers, traders, etc. In earlier times, this system seems to have been more flexible, but over the centuries, it became rigid and led to discrimination, especially against lower jatis. Meanwhile, trade routes like the Uttarapatha, North Route, and Dakshinapatha, South Route, linked the northwest to the Ganga plains and further south. Important cities like Shishupalgarh in Kalinga and urban centers in the Chola, Chera, and Pandya regions grew through trade in gems, spices, shells, and metals. By around 300 BCE, most of the subcontinent was vibrantly interconnected. People, goods, and ideas moved across long distances, and the age of Mahajanapadas paved the way for large empires that would reshape India's history. Thank you for watching. Learn smarter and practice better. Download our app.